Okay, I have to be quick today, because I have to take a long train somewhere. But I got kind of new stuff recently, so get ready with me. I wasn't going to wear this because I have a nice top, but I kind of can't wear it there. Although I might change into a sweater at the end because it's really cute. But Hannah and I, who I love, Hannah Murrell on Instagram, we're trying to do like a twee revival together because I feel like we just could hack that. But Hannah's like really, to me, Hannah is like the the epitome of that aesthetic for some reason. So I feel like she's putting me to shame a little bit, but we're like in it together. Um, like that kind of like girls kind of nonsense. But I need to get out of that scripting, honestly, but I'm still kind of doing it. Anyways, I don't have too much time, so I have to hurry up. But the sweater's kind of twee, and when I saw it in Zara, I was like, I have to get it. Right. I'm trying this. I need to just check the guy's name, but there's a doctor from Korea on Instagram, and I was sending my sister the account, and I think he perfectly like does information rather than spectacle on his account with a bit of like intrigue. Um, and I love like Korean skincare and makeup because I was a massive BTS fan in school. And you just know they have, at this point, formula wise, they have the best stuff. I think you're supposed to like dot it like this. I see people doing that. And the main thing with retinol is that you have to put sunscreen on after, which is good because my sister got me one, then I got myself one, so now I have two. But basically, this retinol shot, which you can now get in Superdrug, that's where I got this, in Superdrug in White City. This Celimax one is meant to be the best formula wise, but there is a doctor, I need to just Google his name, but I'm away from my phone, who rates things based on actual formula. So not only does he have like all of the most effective, relatively affordable skincare from Korea on there, he also says what is like actually the best, and I'm always dying for that as a consumer. And this is really trending at the moment, PDRN, and it's trending because of a stick that you're supposed to use to like fill your boobs that people are putting under their eyes. But I put this on my face one time. This is another recommendation from that doctor. This is the highest grade one. And it's legitimately so good. I got this anti-aging stuff from The Ordinary, GF Solution, but I just don't know if it works. And with the Korean stuff, I swear, you put it on your face once and you're like, this could like reduce you back to a child within a week. But it's like so hydrating. It's like yummy. I don't know, it's good. I like it. Coffee. Okay. So I'm keeping it light on the makeup front today. Ooh, but I need the sunscreen. This one, oh, and the PDRN is Dr. Regual PD3. This is the one he said was like the 10 out of 10 one. Aloe Soothing. It's a 50 SPF. This one's really white on the skin, but it does like soak in, so there isn't a white cast. It's just like a mineral sunscreen too, which is meant to be the best for actually preventing sun damage, because there's a physical layer instead of just like a chemical one. This is the other one I have, the Beauty of Dressing On one, but I haven't opened it yet. I'm so bad with putting on sunscreen. That's why I need the retinol. I'm starting to get lines here. This is the best lip balm ever. Dr. Organic Aloe Cherry. I've gotten like such expensive ones. Other than the Laneige lip mask, which my sister got, which is ridiculously nice. I would literally leave that on my mouth forever if I could. This is like the best stick one, I think. And you can get ones for like £40, and I would still recommend this over that. It's the Dr. Organic Aloe Cherry. And you can always have the cherry chapstick joke in there as well, if you're at all into girls. I'm going to... Ooh. Just remembered. Lip liners. See, this is how bad I am on the lip balm front. Not bad, but I think the problem for me is that I do just, and my friend Melissa, she always said this at uni, you do just want to try the stuff, and then you have it, and then you're like, it is another lip balm. But it is different every time. I like lipstick is my favorite thing to shop for, because you can use it as blush as well. Oh, this is what I was looking for. But right, I got this tester from Chanel the other day when I was in the shopping centre. Oh fudge, I forgot to put the other cream on as well. Whatever. And it's meant to be like skincare infused foundation, but I'm just a bit awkward at the counters. Like, I was talking to the lady there because I was buying something there. And oh, a bit of this too. I love this stuff. This is like my favorite makeup product ever. The Halo Glow liquid filter. But this is fondant foundation. But I was just talking to her for like longer than 2 minutes. So I was like, oh, can I get a tester for this? And I just pointed at the foundation there, because I already have one tester for a Chanel foundation. It's the water-based one that I really wanted to like, but I think I do like the foundation to have like maybe a tiny bit more coverage. And I just pointed to this, and it ended up being the most expensive foundation by accident. So I don't know if you can really tell if it's any good on video, but it feels pretty smooth. Anyways, today, I'm heading like out of London, but all of yesterday, I was just thinking about Narnia, and I think that might actually be where like British film peaked. Like you could not tell me, like every time I remember Narnia exists as a film, I get so mad looking up. Like I do think the peak of like Britcore is that like boarding school aesthetic, and my mentor at school, she'd gotten to go, and she's like, don't tell me you got to go, because that's like, I was completely jealous. I remember watching Wild Child and thinking, but then does that really trump Hogwarts? Obviously J.K. Rowling's being cancelled, but back in the day, that was where like Britcore peaked too. And just in general, my housemate was saying less media, but then once it's there, it's like the best. Like Merlin. But my childhood like crush was always like, I had it so bad for Peter from Narnia, and obviously Susan is like the fittest person on earth. Emily, who I'm best friends with, she's such like an Artemis. Susan, like I would ship her off. I think I'm just so good at finding the apex predators of lookalikes. Like one of my best mates, Seela, looks legitimately like human Bella Goth from Sims, like peak for peak, and similar vibe too. Like if she ends up in like a culture like apex predator kind of celebrity playhouse, I'd be like, that makes sense. But she's so clever, like I don't know. I think everyone in my school was trying desperately to like make the Gossip Girl script real. And I think I buy Seela actually nailing it. And the only issue with trying to do Gossip Girl in school is that you'd look up and like, we're far from wherever they were, Manhattan, or it ends up sounding like Hollyoaks whether you like it or not, you know. But no, my uni like Hollyoaks is another challenge that my university could just not hack. But then maybe it all felt a bit like child's like play at the end of the day. Anyways, yappa yappa. But at least because I don't edit these, I can feel the chat. This is nice. I always want more fresh stuff because I think they have the most beautiful packaging, but it does get dirty really easily, which is kind of a negative. Okay, I did my eyebrows recently and it genuinely lifts my face so much. Like, and I always kind of raise them anyways, like by instinct. Does that make me a bad person? I do, like I know the face, kind of the muscle tension I need to sustain in my face to look a little bit better. Cause like this, it's just, maybe I need to get used to my face like this. Maybe it's cunty in its own way. I love this blush. It's the milk kind of stain. I don't know if I can read the color of it. But I do love that Japanese type of like under eye blush. The thing is, I really want it, and my mum says you look like your makeup looks kind of more Asian, which it is different, like different strokes for different folks. But I really want to avoid the cosplaying as an Asian person thing that so many Eastern Europeans do. Like kind of girls my age. But I just do like the makeup style, and obviously I was into K-pop for so long that it does just rub off on you. This, I want everything to have a stain in it. I'm so lazy with reapplying. But this Candy, oh no, this Love Shine Rouge. What colour is it though? I don't know what number this one is. It's like the orangey red. I'm going to put something else on in a minute, but this is like such a nice colour. The only problem with it is it really doesn't last. I'd have to layer it with a stain. I throw up gang signs as well, like I'm on payroll from, oh my god, what? The Anna Kendrick acapella film. Sometimes I think I watch those early 2000s films. I think How I Am is more nuanced than that. And I literally am just one of those. Like a Glee / Anna Kendrick back in the day type of, like, I don't know. But I am more edgy, I think. But even that. I miss my friend Darren. I think with her, we genuinely, like, the bit of me that loves being funny and is kind of ashamed of it really comes out when I'm with her, and I get 90 times more ADHD in such a nice way. There's some friends that really kind of like they get your funny side out, but I would say she's like 90 times funnier than me, which I love. People say, humor, you're compensating for lack of something. When people aren't funny, I don't know. But I like embedding it as well. Okay, I'm on 18 minutes. See, I'm so slow. I'm so slow. I love doing freckles, so I have to do that. I think people with freckles and gingers are probably, but then again, black culture has been really appropriated. I'm sure Asian people are tired of seeing white girls running around pretending to be Kusama as well, which is what my mum thinks I'm doing, and I don't like Kusama. So, I'm sure everyone's tired of having their kind of like book get poached and chucked around, but that's like globalization at its peak, isn't it? Like everyone is pinching from each other and sort of helping each other out, but then potentially mocking each other too. Like it's a weird one. Like I don't always know how to read a room. I think the only like group of people I'm genuinely like, if I'm I don't think I can do a good job of appropriating Irish people, but some of my best friends ever are Irish, from like Cork and Dublin, and then I mean Sally's from up north, and Kai is from Mayo or Galway. both. And I'm never trying to like culture vulture, but I just, to me, if like Ireland came out with like some mass-produced product or something, you can just tell that they would, the Irish people would like really, really obsess over it. Like there is a degree of like care that I feel like I get from my Irish friends that was almost scary to me, so I'm kind of avoidant. I don't know how to explain it. Like I just love them a lot. I consider myself quarter Irish, even though I would bring shame to Ireland. Like I don't know. Like I'm always like, am I doing a good job with my Irish friends? Like, I don't know. But I think everywhere is sort of secretly, very slightly yearning, not for trad relationships, but for like, not even trad aesthetics, like for something that feels like mainline China does, like something like old, like that old kind of, it like this, like a scroll on, like we're kind of yearning for the scroll. And we don't know what to do with that, because I love Uniqlo. It has every basic you could possibly need and would actually wear, but we don't actually want to see every person around us in Uniqlo, do we? It's like Brandy Melville actually is worse than like a war memorial to me, and I still go in and I'm like, fuck, I have to get one basic from here, even though being in there feels maybe like a kind of mashed potato flavourless version of watching a Go Seek episode from Tyra Banks. And that is potentially where reality TV actually peaked. But back to Narnia for a second. I like that and Merlin, and I think potentially I didn't watch all of it, but what was it called, the Scottish show? They like travel back in time, and it's like a really kind of Fabio type of sexual thing with two Scots people. I can't remember. Is like where British cinema really, I mean, everyone loves Doctor Who, but for me, I can only watch Doctor Who, I think, properly. I was on Tumblr for years. If I'm with someone who's like obsessed with it and they're like taking me, but I know all of the companions. My friend Sally is like the Amy Pond like competition winner, and I think maybe Amy is my favorite, but I am a Rose person. But maybe I just want to not give a fuck the way Rose does. I'm like a Clara personality that just it wants to full send being a Rose. Like, I think that might be it. And my favorite Doctor is, I feel like I just like 9. 9 is the one with short, like 2 seasons, right? And it's like the macho one. I feel like I'm, if you ask me, but then you do just have to love the other ones as well, don't you? I think I prefer Matt Smith in the other roles, maybe. He's really good these days. But you can tell they've stretched him, like. But a show I kind of started rewatching, then never full sent rewatching with Jay and Roz, was Orphan Black. That and Sense8 was so good. But Narnia is like, Narnia is English, isn't it? It is. I'm not being stupid. Narnia, like the elation of watching that is, I think, what Disney had been trying to like source that sensation and reproduce for years, and they could just never manage. Even Harry Potter doesn't match up, I don't think, with Narnia. And that film, like, all that book series is as close to socially, like, validated incest, like, everyone can approve that getting incestuous, as I think media ever got. Like, you'll find fanfiction that will kind of do it all, especially for Game of Thrones was as incest heavy as it gets. But for Narnia, it's like you just imagine those kids getting with anyone other than their like siblings. C.S. Lewis was like, here you go, here's classical. Mascara. Okay, 30 minutes. I need to leave soon, so. And this is the lipstick I got the other day. It's called Stoned Rose from Charlotte Tilbury. And when I swatched this, I was like, this is my perfect nude. And I was trying on a lighter one, but it's just, one kind of Y2K brick wall thing that I definitely can't bring back is concealer lips. I would not know how to do that. And I've always wanted to fake tan, but I just think I would fuck it up. Like, I've actually never done it before. My mum wouldn't have let me, and I would get it so patchy. Ooh. And inner corners, can't forget. But the PDRN stuff, genuinely, my skin is so, like, moisturized that it feels otherworldly. Like, Korea can be really scary with that stuff. Like, they'll just find some ingredient and you actually believe the people in the lab are uncovering, like, they're getting the most out of those ingredients, even if some of it is marketing, like with sheet masks. You know, that one's acai, that one's snail, that one's this, how much you can really affirm that they're putting a specific thing into the masks. That's where that doctor on Insta will tell you. I think he's on TikTok too. But the PDRN stuff's really good, and I do love sheet masks and snail stuff. But I've kind of neglected skincare for a bit. I was obsessed with it in school though. Right, I have to head. But I think the look-alike competition I am always dying to queue up for is the Lucy one. Even though I'm not actually British, they're going to be spanking me at the look-alike competition for being a foreigner for sure, but please. I swear, every social, like, brain problem I have is exactly like she's running on I have to find a magical wardrobe mentality. And I'm not really like a proper Alice. I feel like I'd get so tired of doing Alice, but I do love her. But the wardrobe, the magical wardrobe, that could lead me. That could. I feel like I'm always looking for a magical object. But then, you know, go to art school and everyone's a trinket person. Right. Buy this. And this is my perfect nude. I don't know if it's anyone else's. And the foundation is lush, isn't it? I do look all together. And I'm layering the orange on top a little.